Hi, I'm Nick Compass, Director of Instruction, Santa Ana Country Club. Today I want to talk about some TrackMan ball flight numbers, and what we're going to look at today is launch angle and dynamic loft. So I had one of my juniors here today, and when he was hitting his driver, he's about 15, when he was hitting his driver, so he's got 80 miles an hour club head speed, not bad, but when he was hitting his driver, as we see on the screen here, he's getting a launch of 5.4 degrees and a dynamic loft of 6.6. And we can see the height of the shot is 7 feet, so a very, very low shot. I hit one after to try to do an example. My launch angle, again, I had a 10.5 degree driver. My launch angle was 10.5. I'd like that to be a little higher. The dynamic loft was 12.7, but you can see the difference in my height being 81 feet. I know I hit it a little faster, so it gets a little more height, but that's kind of the number we're looking at. So one of the things that he struggled with and why we got this number was he's worked really hard on trying to hit down on the ball. And when he's done that, his hands, you know, we all hear, hey, you want to compress the ball, you want to get your hands in front. And when he gets his hands in front, he's taking so much loft off of the club and he's launching that ball so low. Well, with the driver, hey, we want to launch that golf ball up like it's going up a ramp or like an airplane taking off. That's how we're going to get height out of the shot, and that's how we're going to get some distance. So when you're working on your driver, if you're hitting it low, don't think you've got to hit down on it more, okay? It's not what we want for a driver. We want to feel like we're hitting up on it, and we're going to try to feel like it's an airplane taking off. So it's almost like you're trying to barely brush the grass behind the ball where the tee is, and then from there it's going to hit that half of the tee and then kind of launch on up. So again, if you're hitting low shots with the driver, it'd be great if you can get on TrackMan and be able to see this or see it even on video. You want to feel like at impact, that your hands, the club, and the club shaft are all in a straight line and not having the hands way out in front. So I like to do it with a lot of my players. I like to tell them if they're having this issue, I want them to try to feel like it's a race to the golf ball and we need to have a tie between our hands and the club head. So again, to add on to this, we always hear about, hey, I want to hit down on the ball, I want to hit down on it, I want to compress it. With a driver, it's a little bit different. So again, what I had with this student was when he was coming through the ball, he's coming down at it so much, and you can see how his hands are so far in front that he's hitting down on it, there's no loft, and that's why the ball was going so low. So what I like to have him try to feel is when he makes his backswing and he comes down, he's trying to feel like his hands and club, it's going to be a tie right here. That's how we're going to get the correct loft on the shot. Okay, now if they're a little bit in front or a little behind, we'll be okay, but he had in the extreme amount, and again, the example I showed you was an extreme one. Again, the ball was only 7 feet off the ground, awfully low. But if you're hitting some low drives, feel like we get here, and it's almost barely touching the grass, and then my hands and club, it's a tie at this race right here. If you work on that, you'll get some better launch on your driver, and you'll get more distance there when you get some more launch and more height out of it. Thanks.